we can meet in our soul's church, in our soul's temple, and we can still be together and meditate together, because that's always a possibility to stay united and to stay connected and to be one with the one that is breathing us all and connected to each other. So we invite you to this time of beautiful sharing. We invite you to this collective meditation that we do together to bring more light into our homes and into our hearts. This is a special time to have more our attention more turned inwardly, because that's where we will receive the light and the love and the virtues, the beauty of this wonderful time together. For those of you who are surprised that I'm talking about Easter at the moment, is because in Romania, we're actually celebrating the Easter this weekend. There's the Catholic Easter that has been last weekend, and there's the Orthodox Easter that Romania is celebrating now, and probably other countries that are in the same religion. But this gathering is actually way beyond religion, way beyond personal beliefs in a certain divinity or entity of a certain category. Now, this gathering is about inner communion. It is about being in communion with yourselves, with your hearts, with the love in your hearts. And from that love that we're going to work with now, we can have the amazing feeling of being united to each other. And then the amazing feeling of being united to the nature around us. And then even a more amazing feeling of being united to the whole planet. And then amazing feeling to being universally connected. And that's the Christed state, or the state that the Christ one has been shown us, or been an example of some 2,000 years ago when he came on earth to help us understand what universal love is. After 2,000 years, we're still practicing and trying to encompass that. It's a good start, I believe. And I wish that in this meditation, that's going to be for 15, 20 minutes, we can encompass more of that state, more of that communion, more of that deep immersion in our Christed nature, because Christ was not a person. It is an energy. It is the same energy that has been embodied in Krishna in India, and has been embodied in a deity named Vishnu beforehand, and it's been embodied in the Buddha, the same energy of compassion, and many others that have been and are on earth have embodied that energy. And moreover, this energy of the Christed or Christed love is embodied in the very body of this planet. So Gaia is basically surrounded by this energy, and you can visualize it in this meditation as a net or a grid, we call it, that is around the planet, and this grid or this net is woven in the energy of unconditional love, unconditional compassion, full communion with the divine, and deep understanding of the universal realities and what's happening and the purpose of all that is happening now. So that's the energy that we're meditating with. And if you need to stay in communion with an external representation of it, you can think of whatever deity you are appreciating. You can think of the Christed one, called Jesus or Emmanuel. You can think of Buddha. You can think of Krishna. You can think of Shiva. It's the same compassion and wisdom and power, love, wisdom, and power energy that has been embodied in many ascended masters to be brought on earth and to be receiving teachings from. So you can also visualize such a master if it helps you connect better into that energy. We're going to start the meditation now. Make sure you're comfortable. Make sure you're in a place with them. Just make sure that you're in that state of communion through this meditation, in that state of peace and undisturbed. What we invite, if everybody can hear and see me well, can you type yes in the comments if you can hear and see me well before we start? Because I don't want you to struggle with the sound or try to hear better. We want you to be fully relaxed in this state. So just type yes in the comments if you can hear and see us well before we begin the actual meditation. From what I see now, nobody can hear me, right? Or there's many people online, nobody can hear me? Or you're just not at the moment willing to say yes? Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing that you can hear me well. So back into our hearts now. We're centering in our hearts. And we're centered fully in that state of communion with the center of our chest and the center of our heart. And from our heart, we start to breathe in and out as if we had a nose in the center of our chest through which we breathe the air, the energy, and the prana. You can breathe deeper and imagine that you're from the center of the universe to the center of the earth that is surrounding you fully and fully encompassing your auric field as well. A light column with a diameter like your hand stretched out, surrounding you fully and encompassing everything that you are at the auric field as well. Breathing deeper. You're breathing the light, the energy, or the color from this light column around you. You visualize, sense, or feel that this color is filling each and every part of your body as you breathe it in, each and every organ, each and every aspect of your being. It's fully embodied through your breath into your cells, this energy from your light column around you. You feel your whole body relaxing, the soles of the feet, the ankles, the knees, the thighs, the hips, fully relaxing the abdomen, lower back, upper back, chest, arms, fully relaxing the face and the top of your head, and your whole head is fully relaxed now. You feel your light column still. You feel the color that it has. You feel the energy in it. You can even extend your awareness to feel how far it goes. How far out is your auric field stretching now? Can you maybe feel the margins of it? Are you aware that you're in this bubble? That is your auric field. Can you connect with it and assess if it's full, if it's rounded, if it's harmonious also? And we ask that only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. Only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. Only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. And we ask for the Christed presence, the Christed energy, and the Christed light to be present and with us now in this gathering and on this planet to guide us and support us throughout our life and in this meditation. To give the best energy for each one of us, the best resolutions, the best flow for each one of us now. And to open up our hearts to a new level of our understanding and a new level of perception and a new level of kindness and compassion with joy and ease and grace for each one of us now. We ask the presence of this Christed energy to be joining and supporting us all the way through this meditation, filling up our bodies and each and every inch of our auric field and of our being fully. As we stay open for this new energy of love, compassion, divine, wise power, wisely utilized, coming into ourselves now. We visualize, sense or feel that we have a connection cable from the center of the universe, from the heart of the central sun, coming down to the top of our head, into our head, and down. First calibrating both hemispheres. Till there's no separation between logic and intuition. Till we are fully connected between the two. We see, feel, or sense as it flows into our skull and into our head, filling all the aspects of our head, the eye bulbs, the lips, the back of the head with the important bone that is there, an important area. We allow this light to flow down into our throat, calibrating our thyroid and throat chakra, our communication, the way we relate and communicate to others. Allowing this light to go deeper, it flows finally into our hearts and into our thymus, which is the gland of immunity. We stay centered in our heart, having this connection cable that comes down from the center of the universe right into our heart. We sense or feel this energy in our heart expanding, receiving new layers of love and compassion, new layers of understanding and patience, new layers of love. Fully integrated now into our hearts. And as our heart chakra opens more and more with no fear, no inhibition, there's not a question whether to open up or not, because this energy of love that is coming in now and the Christ being that is with us now is not to be questioned in terms of the power of love and the power of healing of the heart. After that, you can step back into your comfort zone if you wish to. But right now, it's a time to open your heart fully and see what happens. Our heart encompasses more light with every inhale. We breathe deeply and we allow this light into our heart from the connection cable that comes down from the center of the universe into our hearts. We feel this Easter celebration opening new dimensions of light on this planet and beyond for those who are open to it. And from our heart, this light shines out with every exhale into the cells, into the organs, into all the physical systems that we have, then out in the auric field and out into the universe. We inhale deeply and exhale stronger. So we allow this light to be distributed into our cells, into our organs, into the auric field, and out into the universe. Deep breath in. Feel your cells pulsating with this light. Layer by layer by layer by layer, we open our heart like the petals of a lotus. We allow the light to come into from the center of the universe into the darkest corners of our heart chakra to fill it fully. We allow this light to radiate out then into the cells, into the organs, into all your physical systems, into the auric field and out into the universe. We allow this light to go down now to the lower chakras in your body and down into the perineum and down through the feet. And through the soles of the feet, it flows towards the center of the universe and it unites, building roots, deep, strong roots with this energy of love that goes straight down towards the center of the universe. to the center of the earth. And we see or feel hearts, Gaia's hearts opening as we come towards her with our light and love. It's opening. And it receives the love from our hearts that constantly flows there. We feel this energy of Gaia then coming up through our roots. We feel ourselves receiving it. We feel it coming up through the soles of the feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs. We see it flow to the perineum, then all the way up to the crown, to the spine, towards the crown chakra. We see it opening vertebrae and then the heart chakra, and then all the way up through the throat into the head and all the way to the top of your head. This energy that's flowing from inner earth, from the center of the earth, from Gaia, is available for us all. It's all the way around us and through us. And as the body has been filled with this energy of Gaia, we can demand and ask this energy to go around us in a toroidal system, around our whole body, forming a sphere of light, energy, or power, or love that is like a bubble around us, keeping out all the things that doesn't serve us, that don't serve us. Everything that is not beneficial, Wi-Fi, radiations, everything that's not for our highest good. It's completely kept out from this biofilter, and it only allows the energies that are good for us. So you have your own vehicle that's filtering any G that could come and any energy that is not beneficial. And in your own field, you only have the energies that are good for you. And you're in a light column from the center of the universe to the center of the earth. And in this energy bubble from the center of the earth that surrounds you. And being centered in these two energies, the column of light from the center of the universe to the center of the earth, and the sphere of light, the perfect yang and yin energies, balancing into our hearts. With this love in our hearts, we start feeling the people around us. We start feeling that we have rays of love coming out of our heart chakra. Connecting with everyone around us that is happy for it. It's ready for it. We feel these rays of light going to all the people that are ready for it, being touched by this light. We feel them going then towards the nature around us, the trees, the waters, the forests, the air, the earth, the light, and even the ether, they all receive the energy from our heart like a blessing, like a way of giving thanks, going all the way around us like rays of light. We feel this light connecting to each other as well, connecting deeper into each other's hearts, all of us who are present now. Amplifying the love and the feeling of connection and compassion in each one of us. We are all together. We are all one. We are connected. We're not separated. We're not distancing at all. We're coming closer. As this love brings us closer, each one of us opens up more. So we send rays of light now into the Christed grid as well. Imagining this net of energy, this web of energy around the planet, like a web woven by light beings in millennia now. We feel this web receiving more and more energy from our hearts, more energy of love from our hearts. It is getting filled up with our love, completely energized by our love, activating all the grid points, all the energy vortexes or sacred sites, special places in this energy grid. The temples, the mountain sites, the areas that are special, that have the role to hold space for this energy of love and have the role to enhance people's fields when they go through them. All these sacred places around the planet, the pyramids in Egypt, the places of Mother Mary's apparitions, the tomb in Israel, in the sacred places in Israel where the Christed One has been during this night. The pyramids in Bosnia, the pyramids in Romania, the pyramids in Greece and Turkey and all the other countries, China. They're all getting activated now by this love that we send in the Christed grid, in the matrix around the planet. And then the temples and portals that some of you have visited during the trip of the sun and others have read about. Stonehenge, Glastonbury, Mount Shasta, the Himalayas, the places in Sedona, hidden places in Redwoods in California, special places in Thailand as well. The sacred sites and caves of Italy. And of course, not last, Romania's 7 vortexes of energy and all the secondary vortexes of energy from the energy grid of Romania. And those of you who have seen the shape and places of the planetary Anahata, that Fibonacci-shaped spiral that spirals around the planet, culminating in Romania. Those are the places you want to focus on to activate fully in this love Christed grid meditation. We are assisted by the Christed presence in opening up, cleansing, and enhancing the most beautiful energy vortices of the planet. That in return they enhance the whole planet. And the consciousness of each one of us. By activating them, we become stronger, and Gaia becomes stronger as well. It's like an organism where all the organs function perfectly. That's where you want to thrive in health. We feel this energy growing a bit stronger, as if we use the tap to tune in to the right temperature and the right volume. And having witnessed this activation together, having held space for it, we maybe can go deeper now and wait for a word to come. It can be whispered softly inside of you, or displayed as written, or you just know it, but you know it, but you don't know how you know it. That's how it can come to you, or in the best, most possible way for you now, even. Or maybe there's a way that we don't know. You see the planetary grid lightening up with each ray of light that you send. And you also start to come back into your bodies now, knowing that this is going on as long as we breathe, and we're still connected to each other, and we're still connected to the planet's grid. We come back now into our bodies, and the word that we have received is the virtue or the quality that we can shine now more into the world to maintain better this connection with the Christed state and the Christed grid. That's the meaning of the word that you have received. So we start coming back into the body like a hand within a glove. You're fully present in the toes, the soles of the feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs. You're fully present in the hips, abdomen, lower back, upper back, chest. You're fully present in the neck, in the jaws, in the face. You're fully present in your whole head, to the top of your head and to the tips of your fingertips. And the tips of your hairs, fully present here. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for weaving with us. Thank you for being the light being that you are. And tomorrow evening, we can meet again in meditation as we start the pranic consciousness process. And we have 8 evenings of daily meditation, daily gathering, daily deep dive into our programming so that we can detox, so that we can thrive together, so that we can detox at the emotional, mental, and the physical level. We are going into a lighter diet for 8 days, into new possibilities of nourishing ourselves, and maybe even considering to stay on prana for a while, as there's more and more of it flowing into your cells, as the Schumann resonance is growing and the consciousness of the prana is growing, and the whole thing is getting better and better now on the planet, even if it doesn't seem so. We're more and more prone to be in a beautiful high energy state now. It is more possible for us if we have the right training. And this is what we train with during these 8 next days, starting tomorrow, for 1 hour or 1 hour and a half each evening. And to join the pranic process online, you have the link here in the comments, and also in the description of the video, there's the link to all of our events. So we welcome you tonight for 8 days of awesomeness, high energy, and deep meditation and detox. Tomorrow evening, starting 8 p.m. Big hugs and blessings to all. See you soon. And happy Easter, everyone.